So last night I went to dinner with my manager to celebrate some recent successes and wins, and I woke up this morning feeling so happy, just like an overwhelming sense of happiness, because last year this time I was not in a good place. And so I write in a journal every single day, and for some reason today I decided to take out my laptop instead, and I just started typing because I just felt like so overwhelmingly happy. I just needed to like document how I was feeling. And at first I was like, this would be a great blog post, but then the things that I was saying and the things that I was discovering while writing this, I just felt like it would be a great YouTube video, and I feel like it could help someone out. And I was originally going to film a what's in my bag video today, but I just felt like I'm just going to turn on my webcam and just like read this letter that I wrote, or this blog post, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to be reading this. If you're interested in just reading it instead of listening to me talk, I will put that in the description box down below. I'll post it on my blog, but I don't know, I'm so happy right now, and I feel like this could help someone potentially, so here we go. This is what I wrote. Right now, I'm unbelievably happy. I'm making a living doing what I love. I'm booking acting gigs, and I just signed with a really great new talent agent, and I'm adding incredible people to my team that all believe in me and my potential. This is an incredible feeling, but that's not exactly why I'm happy. You see, everyone on social media only shows you what they want you to see. You know, you're only seeing everyone's highlight reel, because the truth is, real life is not that exceptional or positive all the time, and no one wants to publicly admit failure. So you never see negative images from other people's lives, and you just start to compare your average life to someone's highlight reel, and that's just toxic and self-destructive. So in July 2012, I received devastating news that would change my life forever. After graduating high school the month previously, I was supposed to go to a 4-year university. I was supposed to graduate in 4 years, and I was supposed to go on to get a regular job working in IT or computer programming somewhere. I come from an upper middle class college educated family. While many of my classmates were the first in their families to graduate high school, which is still an amazing achievement, despite what a lot of people say, it's incredible to be the first in your family to graduate high school. However, both of my parents went to college and have multiple degrees. In fact, my dad is nearly 60 years old and is working on his 3rd master's degree. My dad is a black male that was 2 years old when Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. I'm going to start crying. Oh my god, okay. I didn't want to start crying. And my mother is an immigrant from the Philippines, and they've faced such extreme adversity to get where they are. Both of my parents worked so ridiculously hard and sacrificed so much to provide an environment for me to learn and to be successful. I taught myself how to code at 11 years old. I was web developing before I even started menstruating. And I was supposed to do lots of exceptional things. People expected it of me, and my parents expected it of me. So when I got this email from the 4-year university that I was accepted to, I felt like I lost everything, but more importantly, I disappointed everyone. So I printed out the letter right here. It's so funny to read this now considering where I am, but this is what it said. So the subject was urgent notice, failure to meet admission requirements. Dear Asia, your final high school transcript has been received, and we have completed a final audit of your academic record. I regret to inform you that you have not met the terms of your provisional admission offer to California State University, Long Beach. As a result, your admission to CSU LB has been rescinded, and you are no longer eligible to attend CSU LB for the fall 2012 semester. We wish you the best of luck in your future educational endeavors. Yikes, right? So basically, I got my admission revoked because I got a D in my senior year math class. It's not that I'm bad at math. I literally taught myself how to code at 11 years old. But I just didn't do well in classroom environments, and that thought only solidified as I took classes in community college to fulfill my education deficit. I'd say a good 80% of everything that I know was self-taught. I hated sitting in a classroom with 30 other students for 2 hours listening to a lecture, which really is just a person talking to meet the state requirements, regardless of if students understand it or not. They don't really care. So I hated doing all of that, only to repeat the same exact thing 3 more times for the rest of the day. Then to go home, do homework, and wake up to repeat everything all over again. I love learning. I love researching. I love watching documentaries, and I love reading. That is how I taught myself most of the things that I know. I'd rather immerse myself in a subject than to listen to someone talk about something that I could learn on my own in a way that's even more fun and engaging. College just wasn't for me. It wasn't. But everyone told me that I was just being lazy, or it was just a phase, or everyone feels this way. Whatever, maybe they do, I don't know. But when I got my acceptance letter from that college, I remember feeling like it was owed to me. Like I was just waiting for my acceptance. I was supposed to get accepted to college, even though I know I didn't pass my math class. I knew that, but I was still waiting. Like, where is my acceptance letter? I was so entitled, and this whole experience humbled me. I find it really funny when people think that affirmative action is the only reason why someone goes to college, because people work really hard to get where they are, sometimes harder than you. I didn't work so hard, so therefore I didn't get to experience the same as those who did more. I'm not entitled to anything, and neither are you. If you want more, then you're going to have to work more. Had I done better in my high school math class, would I have gone to college and been successful doing a different job? Maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is that negative experience brought me to where I am today. I was going to major in computer information systems, but now I'm an actor and content creator. How did that happen? The success that you see on social media does not exist in a vacuum. Sometimes people are lying, sometimes people are exaggerating, and sometimes the success is real, but you just don't see all the hard work that goes into it. A lot of people are in my Instagram direct messages telling me that they're jealous of my life or how they want my life, but you don't want my life. You want the aesthetic of my life. You want the cut down highlight reel of my life. You don't want my life. You don't want the emotional stress that comes from being an actor. You don't want to put in the hours of a full-time job plus overtime that goes into creating content. No one understands the time, energy, and mental stress that occurs behind the Instagram photos or the Snapchat stories or an IMDb credit. No one actually understands the risk of dropping out of college and working hours upon hours with no real guarantee of success. There's nothing tangible about creative careers. You're working hard to achieve something you're not sure is even there. So while I spent the next couple of years reflecting on my big, huge failure, I took film production classes and I created my own website portfolio. I was still developing websites. I started modeling and I started acting. Ooh, what is that? So this is literally my YouTube play button. So This came at perfect timing while I'm filming this video. This is so funny. But I'll open that later. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I started modeling, and I started acting, and I started doing all these creative things, and then I did something crazy. I did something that I would have never even considered as a child. I did something that my parents never considered an option for me. I dropped out of college. And I didn't even drop out of a university. I dropped out of a community college. I felt so ashamed. My parents were angry. My extended family perhaps were wondering what the hell I was thinking. And my neighbors whose kids, you know, went on to college in different states are probably wondering why I'm still living at home. You know, most of them probably don't even know what I do now. They probably don't even know that I'm an actor or that I create content on the internet. But I did what I thought would make me happy. And I've never felt more liberated. To go through 12 years of school only to fail, it taught me that you can fail at anything. You can do everything that you're supposed to do. You can go down that traditional route and still fail. So what's the point of spending all of your energy on something that makes you unhappy when you could still fail at it? Failure is inevitable because life is about balance. Life is not going to be positive always, all the time. So if I'm going to inevitably fail at something at some point, I might as well do something that makes me happy. That way, if I fail, then I'll always have that thing that makes me happy and that keeps me going. Everything post dropping out of college was going all right for a while until I just started feeling blue. I just started feeling down. I was comparing myself to people on Instagram who went the same route as me. You know, they're influencers, they're creating content, but they were way more successful than I was. And then I started comparing myself to high school classmates that were in college, and they were just semesters away from graduating. I felt like an in-between. I didn't know where I was going. I was so unsure and lost. And while I accomplished great things the past few years, for some reason I couldn't see those accomplishments. I could only see the failure. And I just started feeling an overwhelming sense of failure, anxiety, sadness, emptiness. Like I felt worthless. I was going to quit acting because I didn't book anything for an entire year. And I struggled with like really, really dark thoughts. I don't know officially if it was depression, but it sure did feel like it. But I'm so incredibly happy today because I overcame it. Creating things makes me happy. I'm in a pretty great place right now. I'm happy. But I don't want someone to look at my highlight reel, my Instagram photos, my YouTube videos, and think, oh, her life is so great, it must be so easy. Because it took a lot of failure and depressive episodes to get where I am right now. It took a lot of persistence and will and strength. And I'm not always going to be happy from here on out. Life is a roller coaster. Life is all about balance. Negative things are going to happen along the way, but at least I'm doing something that I love. Successful people aren't successful because they were perfect since birth. Successful people aren't successful because they've never failed. Apple is successful today because it took years and years of bad decisions and failures. Steve Jobs took bad products and made them better because they once failed. I wasn't always good at coding. I didn't start typing on a keyboard for the first time and create Facebook. I spent hours and hours failing as an 11-year-old, debugging, rewriting entire blocks of code, being frustrated, because coding is frustrating, trust me. But I learned a lot, and it's these negative experiences and failures that make you better. And school wasn't the right environment for that. School doesn't let you fail without severe consequences. If you fail in school, you're made to believe that you're failing in life, and that's just not true. I remember when I get an F on my math test, it didn't inspire me to learn how to graph a parabola using a quadratic equation. No, it only inspired me to pass the next test, even if that meant cheating. When I'm teaching myself how to do something, I can fail and learn without someone telling me that I'll only get better if I pass this test. The application of math in the real world has always been more important to me than memorizing something just to pass a test like a robot. That's why coding is so fun for me. You're applying math and science to create something. And in school, I was just memorizing things just to pass the test, and I hated everything about that. And that's why I dropped out of college. I'm not happy right now because I'm successful. I've got a long way to go. I still got a lot of things that I want to do. But I'm happy right now because I overcame negative experiences and depressive episodes. I'm happy because I suffered and I'm no longer suffering. For now. No one can truly be positive all the time. And if they somehow trick themselves into thinking that, they're just lying to themselves. It took a while, but I accepted that I just didn't work hard enough to get into college. I admit that and I accept that. I accepted that I failed. And I'm accepting that I'm going to fail over and over and over again. And that's okay. But you can't wallow in self-pity. That's self-destructive and no one benefits from that. Negative experiences are inevitable. They're always going to exist. So you should learn and grow from them instead of being a victim to them. So when I started creating content, I told myself that I'm going to work harder than I ever have before. At first, I didn't really work that hard. I uploaded like 2 or 3 videos a month and nothing was happening. Nothing. Then I was like, hey, instead of feeling entitled to subscribers and feeling entitled to attention and wasting my energy complaining that YouTube is biased and only pays attention to bigger channels, I said, hey, maybe I should just work harder. Because in the past, that's proved to do something. So I started putting more time into my videos. I started uploading 3 videos a week instead of 3 videos a month. I started putting in more hours, treating it like a full-time job, organizing, planning videos, creating content calendars, responding to emails in a timely manner, reaching out to people to collaborate, going to acting classes twice a week, writing scripts, acting in friends' short films and web series, working so ridiculously hard that it became second nature. And that's when things started happening. My YouTube channel started growing fast. I started booking more acting jobs than I ever had before. I signed with a great manager and a new talent agent, and I'm in a really great place right now. The hardest part of all of this is over. But I don't want to become complacent. I'm just inspired to work even harder. It's easy to blame other people for your problems instead of attacking the real, deeper issue. For example, YouTube is biased and only promotes larger channels, blah, 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 blah. Instead of being like, hey, I should create better content and work harder in all aspects of creating content. Or saying, no talent agent wants to sign me and no casting director knows me and those are the only reasons why I'm not a working actor. Instead of being like, hey, I should be in an acting class and improving my craft and writing and shooting short films, creating content, collaborating with other creatives. You have to do everything that you can control because there's a lot of things that we can't control. We can't control the YouTube algorithm or control the casting director or control our teacher to give us a better grade. But what we can control are the quality and consistency of the videos we create. We can control our acting performances by being in class and bettering our craft. We can control our grades by doing the work and studying. Great things do not happen because people put in a mediocre effort. Some of the least talented people in the world are successful not because of their talent, but because they work hard and they work smart. Talented people can sometimes feel too entitled to success because they're talented and they get comfortable with their talent. And they don't work as hard as the less talented. Take Kim Kardashian, for example. A lot of talented people hate her because they feel entitled to what she has. Fame, fortune, success. But if those people spent less time hating her and criticizing her and spent more time working hard, maybe things would be different. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to see the results. It doesn't matter how talented you are. Failure made me realize that I needed to put in the work. Failure taught me how to be a better thinker. Failure taught me how to work harder, but more importantly, failure taught me how to be a stronger and smarter person. I'm no longer afraid of failure. I welcome it with open arms. You can't fix your problems if you can't even admit you have problems in the first place. You have to ask yourself why you failed. You have to accept that you're flawed and do something to improve yourself. Life isn't about chronic positivity. Life is about balance. To accept and openly embrace negativity, then working to better your circumstances. That is what generates happiness to me. Happiness is rooted in negativity and grows into something more beautiful. The branches of happiness can sometimes break along the way, but they just grow back stronger. It's okay to fail, and it's okay to feel negativity, but don't blame them on other people and don't ignore your feelings. Accept them, work to better them, and keep on going. And that's what I wrote this morning, and I don't know, I just kept writing and writing, and I just figured it could help someone if they're going through some things that I was going through. So yeah, I didn't mean to cry during that whole thing, but that's what I had to say, and I hope it helps someone else. But yeah, let's open this YouTube play button. How funny is it that it came while I was filming this video? That's so funny. Ooh, it says YouTube. Holla. Oh, hold on, let me take it out. Here it is. YouTube. Holla. Okay. Let's take this off. Oh my gosh! I'm so happy! You've just done something very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel was touched by what you did. I can't believe I'm crying so much about this video. They were inspired or challenged or entertained. You made it to this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and chances are a healthy sense of humor. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you, and we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with a silver play button, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know you don't do this for the rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. I don't know, it's just funny how the things that I was just talking about or just feeling about is like written in this letter. Oh, that's crazy. But here it is. Here's my YouTube play button. Yay! Asia Jackson, congratulations for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, this is today's video. I was going to do a what's in my bag video. I'm still going to upload it next week, but today I just felt super compelled to do this video and it was probably for a reason. This came out my door as I was filming this video. Yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, and I really hope that my videos inspire you to be better, because that's why I create videos. I hope they inspire you to do what you truly want to do, and yeah, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I really appreciate and love every single one of you guys. And I am late. I have to go to an event. I should have left 20 minutes ago, and yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be in traffic. It'll be fun. But hey, negative experiences turn into better things, so I'll be sitting in traffic, but the event will be fun. And I'm going to see Heletta. I haven't seen her in a really long time. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you guys so much again. Yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to say. Bye!